Hey there guys, welcome back to another episode of Monster Super League. It's your boy Odin, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming anniversary events, as well as talking about the top 5 3-star Astromon that you guys should build. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I've actually gotten quite a decent amount of questions on the Discord lately about which monsters some of you guys should be building, which ones you shouldn't be. So I wanted to start off with just the 3-star Astromons, and I figured, you know, all the Astromon recently got rebalanced, and so it's probably a good time to cover them since a lot of the monsters that I reviewed in the past are essentially outdated now. So I kind of wanted to make a quick little video. We're also going to go ahead and do the Harvest Festival summons as well. Just so you guys know, the NES event essentially is up now, the Harvest Festival. All you gotta do to get the cookies is essentially just run the story, and there's this, I think it's about like a 30% chance that you'll end up getting the cookie. So for some of you guys, it'll take a couple hundred different runs to pick up all of the coins, but you could also do the missions, and the missions will essentially give you all of the rewards. To get these ones here, all you gotta do is you gotta go to the Star Sanctuary story on Extreme, and all you're gonna do is essentially just complete the last stage, whether it's on normal, on hard, or on expert. So it's really easy. All you gotta do is essentially just go over here to Star Sanctuary and then just finish up the last stage over here. And again, you can do it on normal, you have to do it on hard, and then you have to do it on extreme. So those are the 3 things that you need to do to get those 3 light and dark eggs, which of course have a small percentage or a small chance of becoming either a 4-star or a 5-star egg as well. So, or Astromon as well, so you know, essentially balances it out. So definitely make sure that you guys pick those up. For the other ones, they're pretty self-explanatory. You know, feed an Astromon 100 fruit, equip a gem 10 times. All you gotta do is just throw on, you know, even a 1-star gem to a couple different Astromon, and you can even just, you know, unequip one and equip one 10 times, and that should work as well. So alright, so we picked up some of our cookies here. We're going to pick up this one here first. It's the Astro Gem Coffer. They're giving us 555 Astro Gems a week. This is going to reset in 16 days, so that will give us a rotation of 3 times. So we should be able to pick this up 3 times, which will give you a decent amount of Astro Gems that you can use for the summons. We did get some tickets, etc. as well, but you know, essentially what you want to do is you want to make sure that you pick these up first every week, the ones that say 1 purchase per week, because these other ones here, you can pick those up anytime. So the next one that I guess I'll pick up is going to be the Nat 5 egg. Why not? I have plenty of time to do the rest of the week, all the dungeon story farming. Alright, we got a Fire Shazarazad. Cool. Alright. And then they did give us a Gleam as well. Totally random. 1 out of 3. Definitely make sure you guys are doing the arenas weekly as well if you're a new player. Make sure you pick these up. I think it costs like 150 arena points. So definitely make sure you get those first. 267, do you want to pick up the egg first? Yeah, let's go ahead and pick up the egg. Why not? But anyways, we should have gotten 100 for free because there was that issue where some stages were not giving some cookies out. So, you know, get an extra bonus 100 there. So, alright, so we picked those up, and now I'm going to go ahead and open up the other eggs that I have. And just so you guys know, they are planning on still doing the anniversary events, so that they haven't started yet. You'll know when they start, when we essentially can capture the mini, what is her name here? Let me go back to the summoning page. Evie, if I can show it to her. So Evie here, she will be capturable this year. I believe that's set to start at the beginning or later this month into next month. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. Let's see, what else did I want to open? Oh, I did want to open up my 2 Heroes Festival eggs. So we'll go ahead and open up these. Hopefully we pick up Water Bast. Who knows? Fire Artemis. Alright. And who else are we going to get here? Fire Balrona. Alright, cool. Alright, I am saving the other eggs to open up during the next clan festival, so those ones will be on the next festival, and same thing with these ones here. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the video now. So also guys, just so you're aware, Pip is coming around this time. Make sure you guys pick up a dark one. It's really easy. All you gotta do is run the story on normal and on hard, and pick up 4 copies of each, and make sure that you exchange them for 1 dark Pip. Dark Pip is actually one of the better Astromon to use in Golem's B15. I have one, and it works out pretty well. Let me go ahead and try and see if I can find him. I know he's somewhere here in the bottom, but he is essentially a morale booster and a zapper. So very good mon for Golem's B15. I passed him. Here he is. I put mine in a Bastion set. You don't really need to put him in a Bastion set. You could use attack, crit damage, whatever you want to do for him, because you're going to be using him alongside another light Astromon, which is usually light Griffin, to take all the damage. So he'll just be there for that SP boost, the battle rush, and the zap spam. So make sure that you guys pick one up out of him. He's very, very good. I'll load a video of my Golem's B15 here in the next couple days, but essentially if you run him with Draka, Light Griffin, and a Dark Yuki, he's pretty solid. So, alright, so getting into the top 5 Nat 3s that you guys should be looking to build, we're going to start out with the numero uno, the only one that has been in the game forever that you guys should all now be able to pick up a dark copy of, which is the Mona. Alright, where is she? I already not going down far enough apparently. So Mona, where are you at? Did I pass her? Here she is. So Mona is very good. If you skill book her, she'll have, I think it's like 80% chance or 70% chance of defense down, and she'll have what is it, 25% morale boost. So she can be super eboed. She has really good stats for story clearing. She's really good at just like an attack crit rate. Pretty much you could build 2 or 3 of her and you should have most of the story essentially done. That SP boost is really, really good to make sure that you guys reduce your story farming time. So definitely I'd say one of the best Astromons that you guys should build. But if you're a new player, again, definitely build one of her, at the very least one, and you can use her alongside the dark one. Of course, if you have the dark one and the water one, and you're conflicted between which one should I level up, definitely level up the dark one first. Dark one is going to be your harder hitter of the 2, of course, and she also has a higher morale boost than the water one. So, again, they can both be super eboed, but you can use the water one here in the meantime until you can pick her up. So very good monster to build. The next one I'm going to talk about that is also a 3-star, and again, these are going to be only the 3-star Astromons that you guys can pick up without having to rebirth for. These are going to be regular RGBs, so definitely make sure you build these 3 if you don't have them. The other one that I'm talking about here is going to be the Fire Kraken. She can also be super eboed. Her combinations of skills are actually very, very good, and her skill books are very good as well. For the 3-star skill, it's Predator, and you can boost that up to a 40% damage boost on the 3-star skill. And then the Stun is the second active skill, and that's a 20% plus the 80%, which means you'll have a 100% chance to stun for 1 turn, which makes her very good in Tower of Chaos and CVC, Arena. You could even run her on the story mode and like wood stages, so very, very good monster to build. Also, when you super evo her, along with the Mona as well, when they gain super evo forms, they'll require less SP amount to get their active skill off. You can think of it as it costs 100 energy to deal the 5-star skill. When she becomes a super evolution monster, she'll only need about 80% of that bar. And C-Star and Mona are essentially one of the better mons to build because they have a little bit of a lower SP bar than normal. They essentially match the level that the light Succubus has, which is a 70% SP cost. So very, very good monsters. You'll be able to spam that active skill for you like every other turn. And if you put her on a Siphon set, forget about it. You can basically get that skill off every turn. So very, very good. You can run her along another SP booster as well, but definitely make sure that you guys build her. I would put her top 2 in my list. And then of course the next 2 mons that I'm going to cover are going to be same thing, kind of like your top tier out of all the 3 stars. If MSL here in Nox would actually stop crashing on me. Let's go ahead and go down. But yeah, so this next Astromon is going to be one of the staples in your team. She is very farmable, very, very easy to get, and that is going to be the Wood Miho. The reason why I recommend the Wood Miho is because of the defense down and stun as well, which is very usable in story as well as Tower of Chaos. And if you put her on a Siphon set, once you guys can run the Dragon Dungeon, she's very, very good. And again, same thing as the Sea Star and the Mona, her SP bar is significantly less. Hers is a little bit more than the Sea Star. I believe it's 80% of the SP bar. But so, you'll get a couple less chances to get her active skill, but she's still very, very usable. Same thing, you can skill book her. The skill books here are going to be, I believe it's 3 turns. So it's defense down for 3 turns and 70% chance to get that off. So the stun is going to be 60 plus 10, so it'll be a 70% chance to stun, and that's everybody. So not bad. You could also put her on a Pugilist set or again another Siphon set, and she'll be very, very good for you. Most of these guys, they're attacker types, so you'll be able to either put them either on a Ruin or Valor set, and you guys can easily farm Ruin on the Slumbering City stages, and I'll go ahead and show you guys that in a little bit, and that's essentially what I recommend for a lot of you new players. The best way to get Ruin gem sets is to go to that story quest island. So let's see. The next one that I want to talk about, and this one's a very, very good monster that you'll basically use absolutely everywhere, from Colossus to Titans. Including, the new Dimensional Rift dungeons. She's very, very good, and that's the Meowings, the mini cat. So with her being a recovery mon, she'll need a little bit more defense and a little bit more HP than your other mons. You can essentially just build her straight up for her skills. The skill is Exposed Weakness, and that is for, I believe it's 90% chance for 2 turns, when she's skill booked, and then it's attack up for 2 turns. And of course, these skill books here are really easily farmable. You just run the story, and there's a small chance you'll pick up the book. So all these monsters I'm going to tell you right now, they're very easy to build, very easy to pick up the skill books for, really easy to max out. The Meowings here, essentially you could build her on HP defense if all you're going to use her is for the Exposed Weakness, or you could do HP defense recovery if you want to use her for a little bit of extra heals during story mode or during Colossus or whatever stage it is that you're planning to use. But all in all, I think that she is probably a staple monster in almost every single team just because of that Exposed Weakness. Oh boy. Let me pause really quick because Discord is going crazy. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Looks like there was another Discord channel that was just getting raided. But anyways, so yeah, the Meowings, definitely build one up of her. She also has a great leader skill, defense down, so you can essentially use her as your leader if you're using her in a story or in Titans. A really great way to basically avoid having to use a defense down. So definitely a very good monster to build. So moving on to the last one here that I wanted to cover, and that is another really easy to farm Astromon. You'll pick this guy up in Sky Falls, and that is the Water Shelly. And I think almost everybody here understands that Water Shelly is probably one of the easiest ways to kind of clear the story as well and clear some of the harder stages, because she has a 100% chance to do defense down. And she is an attacker as well. Well, it's a guy or a girl, I don't really know. It's a freaking, Shelly. So, defense down is 3-star skill, and then 100% chance to increase the attack power when attacking Water Astromon. So, you'll encounter Water Astromon basically everywhere. Very good against that turtle and a lot of those really annoying stages. But a very good monster to build first. Also, she can be skill booked. So that she essentially has defense down for 3 turns, and then the damage boost here gets increased to, I believe it's like 25-30%, so it's almost like 130% chance, or 130% extra damage to Water Astromon. And just so you guys know, the skill book doesn't just affect the water Astromon, that actually affects all different types. So whatever your 100% chance here gets reduced to 50%, so you'll be doing 50% bonus damage to fire as well as wood Astromon as well. So, but there you guys have it. Those are the top 5 Astromon that you guys should be focusing on. So again, just to recap, it's going to be the Fire Sea Star, the Wood Miho, the Wood Mini Cat, and the Water Shelly, and of course, number 1 top tier is the Water Mona. Alright, and I think that will cover it for this video. I'll probably do the 4-star, top 5 4-stars next. But until then, guys, make sure that you guys are still running your story. Save up all of your crystals. That event will be coming soon. I know that a lot of people are kind of upset about the whole reward situation between Apple players getting, you know, I think it's like 4,000 gems and a bunch of extra summons. But just, you know, take it with a grain of salt, guys. It just, at least it means that the new devs, Smart Study or whatever, are able to at least give people a bit of a higher compensation than the previous devs 433 did. So at least you know, it could mean in the future when we do have a more player-based compensation, meaning to everybody, they may be willing to grant us a little bit more free Astro Gems. So don't be complaining. You know, beggars can't be choosers. We are getting the 555 gem pack basically for free 3 times in the next 3 weeks. So you know, make sure that you guys are still doing your arenas, still doing all of your titans. Make sure that you guys are still doing your daily quests. Make sure that you guys are going back to the ship and clicking on your trees. You'll get gems that way as well. I think right now the Champions League is up. That's another really great way to pick up more gems, because they do give out a little bit higher rewards. I haven't really played that much this week, but I do plan on getting to tier 1. So that'll give you an extra 1,500 gems at the very least. And of course, there are other rewards once you climb up the ladder a little higher. But that will mean that you will have at least a couple different mons already built up. But yeah, make sure that you guys are doing your titans. Make sure that you guys join a clan that is active. Before the anniversary, make sure that you guys join a clan that is active and that is going to summon, because that means that it's going to cost you less gems to get those essences, to get the guaranteed Nat 5 egg. So I think in our clan right now we have a little bit of room. I think we have, well, like 6 spots. We got like 2 right now. I know that we have some inactives that I'll probably remove as well, like 5 months, you know, 7 months, whatever. I'll remove some of these people. So if anybody needs a clan that's going to be actively summoned during the anniversary, just go to your clan and just check us out. Just look up math symbol. We'll be on there. So if you need a clan, go ahead and let us know. Aside from that, guys, I wish you all the best of luck on your summons. Make sure that you guys do the Nez story. Make sure you pick up all of your crystals, and just try to save as many Astro Gems from now until the Heroes Festival is out, because I have a gut feeling that they're probably going to start the events right after or before this Heroes Festival coming up in 5 days. So until then, just stay busy, keep doing your grind, just play as if nothing's going on, and then hopefully 433 will bless us with, or actually not 433 anymore. I hope that Smart Study blesses us with some pretty awesome rewards for the anniversary. I mean, they could also just kind of go the complete 180 and just say, you know what, we're a new company, we're not going to hold the previous anniversary event. But they did announce that we are going to be getting the EV. So don't lose sight and don't lose hope in the fact that the events will be coming soon. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I'll catch you all on the next one.